Well, I am joined by Justin Robleski, and Justin, you actually closed out this game last night. And first and foremost, last night was insane. Everything from how Blake Snell started the game. Yes, we know there have been a few hiccups with the bullpen, but ultimately how you guys were able to work together to come back, not only just tie the game, but ultimately win the game. When you think about just yesterday's game, what was it like for you coming out of the bullpen and closing that one out?
Yeah, it was fun. I mean, that's kind of, for me as a competitor and like a guy who like enjoys those spots and things like that. Like I was super excited to get the opportunity and have my name called in that spot. And in my head, it's like if we score a run here, we're going to win this game. Like that's kind of where I went. And yeah, it was super awesome. But yeah, the whole game was crazy. Seeing Kershaw run out of the bullpen, and obviously Blake was great, and then Roki obviously was electric last night. So, and then Jack and Blake and Edgardo and Vess and everybody just kind of working together to piece it together to win a ball game. It was pretty good, and yeah, it was a lot of fun.
Obviously, just one, pitching in general is hard. It's one thing when you have three outs, nobody on. It's another thing when there's that ghost runner, but you still have to get three outs. What is it like just in those situations, and how do you find either the game planning might change, or how do you kind of attack hitters then?
Yeah, I think generally speaking, you come into a spot like that and you're looking for miss. Fortunately for me, they tried to bunt, which didn't work out. Try to bunt twice, miss twice, and then end up getting the strikeout on the weird foul tip thing, but we'll take it. But yeah, I think for me in a spot like that, it's no different than if it's the fifth, sixth, seventh, eighth. Like it's always the same. I think you're just trying to prevent runs regardless of when you're in the game, and like if there's runners in scoring position, kind of tendencies of hitters and kind of what they're tending to look for. And on top of that, like what your best options are for miss and against those certain hitters. So you just kind of trust your preparation and go in there and just try to, for me, it's just attack the hitter and, just do my job.
Dave Roberts yesterday, when he was talking about specifically Kershaw and Roki going to the bullpen, yes, Kershaw is a veteran and he has different experiences, but for Roki going from starter to reliever, sometimes that can be just freeing. You obviously have done something similar. Did you find just having now pitching in kind of shorter bursts, having to be electric as soon as you get out there, was that a freeing experience for you personally?
For me, it all feels relatively similar. I think the differences are like being able to, as opposed to as being a starter where you can kind of slowly flip your switch throughout the day and like be like, all right, here's what I'm going to pitch. As a reliever, it's like you kind of got to learn how to flip that switch faster and get into wherever you need to be mentally to pitch well, just quicker. That's a big difference for me. And then other than that, it was just, once I get out there, everything's pretty much the same. I try to keep it as similar to starting as I can, and because in this league you can't get away with just easing into stuff or whatever. Like these are the best hitters in the world, so you got to give them your best stuff pretty much all the time. So I think that's been something that's I think I've done a better job out of the pen, but I think it was just a product of getting consistent opportunities to pitch at the big league level and understanding how the hitters work and everything else. And I think it'll help me if I ever do start again or whatever the future may hold.
Yeah, with the 4 games left, including today and the regular season, there is a chance you might have one more outing. But if last night was your last one of the regular season, just how do you describe what this season looked like for you and how rewarding it's been with the success you're ending on?
Yeah, it's been great. I've learned a ton this year. I've had to make some adjustments on the fly and, go into a lot of different roles, whether it's, a piggyback starter guy or a starter or a reliever or a middle reliever or a back-end reliever. Like I've kind of done it all. And so I've learned a ton. I think I've grown a lot as a pitcher and kind of, as a person in general, just trying to kind of figure this out because it's not easy, especially for a team like the Dodgers where, you need to win. And so learning kind of takes a backseat sometimes where it's like you need to perform, and I'm kind of proud of the way that I've handled stuff, and obviously thank God for kind of everything that has kind of unfolded throughout this year, the good and the bad, because I think without it I wouldn't be where I am in terms of my development as a pitcher, and it's been great, and I'm super thankful for everybody for giving me the opportunity to kind of do my thing this year, and I've felt like I've gotten a lot better.
The magic number is now down to 1. The hope is to be popping bottles of champagne, beer everywhere this afternoon. Being a part of that, being a part of what could be a very exciting postseason run, what does that mean to you?
Yeah, it means a lot to me. In college, I never really got the chance. My freshman year, it was kind of their way of, pretty much cutting me off that team, was kind of not letting me travel to all that stuff, so I didn't get the chance to do it then. JUCO, we had COVID, and then my third year, I tore my elbow, so I never really got the chance in college, and then, got a little taste of kind of postseason in the minors, but yeah, this is different, and I love, just it feels like it's back to normal, like it's just back to baseball for me, where it's like I just want to go out there and win, and that's like at the forefront of everything, and just go out there and pitch for your team, not pitch for yourself, and just go out there and try to win the game, and I'm super excited, and I think we got a great group, and I think we can get it done.
Well, I can't wait to see what happens. The game starts just in a bit, so best of luck if you happen to get out there today. And if not, I definitely hope to see you guys celebrating this afternoon.
Thank you.